Hello and welcome back to another video. Today here on Forza Horizon 4 to continue our Racing Through the Decades little mini two-part series. So in the first episode we took cars from the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s and 60s for a few sort of drives around the map, a couple of races, drag races, not really trying to compare them too much, just seeing kind of how they perform, taking them for some nice drives, trying to enjoy some cars from the different decades. But we pick up where we left off with 1970s cars. So we're going to be in this video going through from 70s to 80s to 90s to 2000s and then to 2010s. We're actually going to split 2010s into two parts because there's no vehicles from 2020. We're not going to be doing, well, there's only 2 or 3, so there's not enough to choose from for that to be a category. But the 2010s we've split in two because there are a lot of cars from that in Horizon 4. So after we've finished with the 2000s, we're going to be doing early 2010s, so 2010 to 2015, and then 2015 to 2020 in our second part for that decade. But anyway, we start in the 70s with this Triumph, and this is what happened as we raced through the decades. We could go down to the festival.
Yeah, let's go to the festival. It'll take us on the
Got some nice roads, yeah. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. And there's a Golf here.
Up to 9,500 RPM, making the gear change.
Yes, somehow that is a lot faster, even though this is quite a lot higher PI rated.
Bit of off-roading in a classic sports car.
Yeah, it's a perfect road for... Oh, no, it's all muddy now.
Calculating route. Turn around when it is safe to do so. Safe to do so.
Why is that so fast?
Some revving to the top of its red light.
I don't think that's any faster than it was in 5th.
What, Rimac, naught to everything in reverse.
I'm still sad they fixed the Koenigsegg.
Ah.
Yes.
All revving out at 9,750 RPM. Mine can only do 49 kilometers an hour in reverse.
Oh, yeah, 'cause mine's doing 37 miles an hour.
The TBR won in the reverse race.
Finally, the TR7 was triumphant.
Okay, how is my car faster if yours is technically faster?
I think mine's just got a lot more grip in the corners. I still hit the wall anyway.
That's right, I made a bad gear change. 3, 2, 1, go.
Don't crash the Ferrari, it's worth millions.
In 100 yards, turn left.
Says the man as he hits a lamp post on the side of the road.
What lamppost? Oh, cart.
There's no way I'm catching up.
Oh, traffic cones. I'm going to drive very sensibly round the line. By very sensibly, I mean slide round it, apparently. What's that Mini doing there?
Thought so.
It's quite fast, this Ferrari. Come on, hit 180 Ferrari. There we go. And on the brakes. Which film was it when they drove through a snow race and won during some car chase, wasn't it? Wasn't the same film, was it?
Might have been. Sounds like a very 80s thing to do.
Well, it was definitely an 80s Bond film, but I don't know whether it was also Living Daylights or not. I think that's the one the Aston was in. Well, that Aston.
I do not remember. Well, this one did hold the land speed record till the McLaren came along, so... Right, what?
Yes, but could it actually do 220, the XJ220?
No, it does 218. What more do you want?
So it's an XJ218.
That's exactly what it is.
Great.
Look, considering they went to put a V12 and make this all-wheel drive, and they put a V6 and made it twin-turbo,
Yeah, I know.
the fact it still does 218 miles an hour is a bloody miracle.
It's a shame it doesn't sound like this. Doesn't sound bad. Also, one thing that really irritates me about the XJ220 is the wing mirrors.
What? Don't like wing mirrors?
No, but the driver's side one is on the wing and the passenger side one is on the door.
Yeah, so? I think that's a Forza error.
No, it's not. It's like that on the car. It's because if you put it that far forward on the passenger side, you couldn't see it through the A-pillar, so they had to move it back.
Wow, that's fast. fastest thing I've driven today.
I've never known of a McLaren to actually be this colour. According to Forza, it's a manufacturer colour.
I guess I don't think some manufacturer colours ever got chosen.
No, probably not.
There's got to be one purple McLaren around in the world. I think there's one in that purple colour by the looks of these photos. George Harrison's McLaren F1 chassis number.
Okay.
It even says who owns it. Chassis number 25. I don't even know who George Harrison is.
Oh, okay.
That's just what it said on Google. What are you laughing about, Josh?
You're gonna get millions of comments telling you who he is now.
I can't be expected to know everyone in the world.
He was in a
Like,
small
obviously-
band over here in the UK.
A small band. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, a small
It's gonna
kind
be
of.
something like
not
it's
very
gonna be
well
something
known
like
band.
The Beatles, is it?
It is the Beatles.
It's gonna be. Oh, of course it is.
I mean, the second fastest car in the world's gonna be almost as fast as the fastest car in the world.
Yeah.
I've not got a good launch. I'm surprised the Veyron didn't launch faster than this actually, because it's all-wheel drive. I know it's heavy. Actually, I don't think I ever looked it up. I was trying to figure out, at one point, whether the McLaren F1 is still the fastest naturally aspirated car. Seen the coupe. Is still worth about twice what this is worth.
What do you mean?
As they've gone up since I last looked.
The 8C or the DBS?
The AC.
Yeah, I think the last time I looked at the DBS was about 240,000. One day I'll have one of those.
Yeah, I thought the DBS was like mid 100,000s and the Alpha was like mid 200,000s last time I looked.
You're talking pounds,
Yeah.
I'm talking AUD.
Yeah.
And then, you know, the price over here depends on availability.
Yeah.
There was a seasonal championship thing up here.
I don't think so. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, the all-wheel drive is quite an
In
advantage.
400 yards, turn left.
Oops.
Whoops, I overshot the corner.
Ah, yeah. Exactly where I ended up.
Turn right. At the roundabout, take the second. In 400 yards, you will arrive at your destination.
And they effectively develop it twice because they developed it when it was too heavy and they had to redevelop the whole body.
Now, wasn't it they built it all out of
They built it all
aluminium
out-
or something?
Yeah, and then they decided it was too
And then
heavy.
they went, oh, now we should make it out of carbon fibre, and then they started over. You'd be surprised, that's how many of them got fined, because a lot of the supercars and stuff, their wing comes up at a set speed.
Turn
Yeah,
left.
Carrera
it's
GT
okay,
is the
definitely
same.
don't know. Yeah.
But, you know, then you know, some of them have that,
Like the bat wings
I
on
put
this.
the spoilers, and then some of them are like, oh, I put the spoiler up back manually.
Yeah, you can do that with these. They're like air intakes on the side that open up. I don't know what speed it is. But loads of people set them so they're just open all the time.
Yeah, I've seen that.
They don't seem to be opening though. What speed do I have to do? Oh, 100. Okay.
In 400 yards, turn right. Turn right.
Well, that's not what they
Come on,
said.
Apollo.
Hey.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
It's like it doesn't always rain in the UK.
It does. Wow. Turns out the Apollo IE is a slow car.
Oh, I thought this thing did like 410.
Is
It's only doing 395.
I don't know. I know the Regera's not as fast as the Agate, right? But I thought it was still...
I thought it still did over 400.
Possibly. So there we go. That's what happened in our second part of this two-part racing through the decades little mini video series. If you haven't already seen the first part, do go and check that one out. It was uploaded same time last week. But yeah, that's what happened racing our cars from the 70s through to the 2010s. Finishing up with the Lamborghini, obviously, just after the Aston. But yeah, this is probably one of my favourites that we took throughout the two videos. But yeah, this being very much the more modern half of the series, going from the 70s to the late 2010s. But anyway, that is going to be all for this video. So thank you very much for watching, and I will be back with the next video very soon.